Hello, welcome back to my channel. This is Voice of Vinyl and I'm still your girl Vinyl. So if this is your first time stopping by on my channel, I really do hope that this will not be your last. So do hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so that you can get a notification when I drop a new content. And if this is not your first time, I'm so excited that you are seeing my face again, and I hope to see your comments in the comment section. So thank you for coming on board with me today. I gave the opportunity to my little community, people who are rooting for Voice of Vinyl, and this is a special shout out to you guys. I love you guys so much. Thank you for your support, thank you for your feedbacks, thank you for everything. I love you guys. Ask them, okay, so what exactly do you guys want to see on this channel? What do you want to see next? And many people said they wanted to do a Q&A with me. I'll be answering some of these questions, probably not all, but most of the questions I will be answering them here today. So for the first question, what is your full name and is there a story behind it? My full name is Olise Ijeawele Amanda Ifunaya Chuku Adama. Is there a story behind it? I'm sure some of you might be wondering, why Vinyl? Why are you bearing the name Vinyl? Somebody asked that question, so I'm going to get to it. But these names, I don't know if there is any story behind it, but for one of the names which I love the most, Ijeawele, and maybe some people call me Awele, and many times I just tell people, okay, when you meet me, what's your name? My name is Amanda Awele, anyone you can pronounce. And many people often, choose to call me Amanda, but I actually really prefer to be called Awele, but sometimes they cannot pronounce that name. I've heard different pronunciations of that name, and I'm much rather you just call me Amanda or Vinyl. So the name Ijeawele, apparently, my dad told me that when I was born, the 1st of March that year, I was a promotion or something good happened at work, and then he got a call that I was born, and so the name Ijeawele, and it means the road to success, or some people say good luck, but I rather stick with the road to success. That's why Vinyl, right? So for the longest of time, the full name is actually Kata Vinyl, and for the longest of time growing up, I had some sort of self-esteem issues. I didn't believe that I had any talent of any sort. I kind of felt like I was just existing, right? And when you talk about, people that have talent, I did not find myself coming out. At the time, I felt like, okay, I could act, but I wasn't so confident in that part of me. I didn't think I could sing. I love dancing, but I have 2 left legs, so I can't dance. So that was like the box I was put in to feel like that was the only thing that I could tag as a talent. I felt like I couldn't do any of that. I was put in a midst of some creatives, and I was given the responsibility to handle the reporting part of the work. Like I had to work like a news reporter. I had no idea of how that was done, so I just had to give myself to studying and learning how these things work, and I was doing a great job at it. And then my leader at the time, one particular day, he came and told me that he would start calling me the name Kata Vinyl. And I'm like, what does Kata Vinyl mean? He said it's a Greek word that means a burning and a shining light from within. And I kind of liked it because that period, I just felt like I actually realized that I could write. And then I started taking my writing seriously. A particular day, I prayed to God. I was crying. I remember I was crying that God, it just feels like I'm useless in this world. Like, what's the reason for my existence? What can I add to the world? And then that was when I wrote my first spoken word piece. Then I said that writing is my thing, and spoken word is my thing too. So that's when I said, okay, fine, Vinyl is going to be my stage name, right? So that's why it's Vinyl. Next question, so why YouTube? It's a way for me to shine my light to the rest of the world from the comfort of my home. Where are you from, and what's your favorite thing about your hometown? I'm from Zion. Okay, I'm from Delta State. And what's the favorite thing about my hometown? I have no idea because I haven't been to my hometown before. Next question, how old are you? Like, what is you guys deal with my age? I don't have a problem saying my age, but I really like to give people the opportunity to guess how old I am. And because it always makes me feel good when people always tell me I look younger than my age. and whatnot. But I think these days I'm starting to look like my age, so I think I'll just leave it to you guys. But I'll definitely tell you how old I am in the comment section. So you should probably say something in the comment section. So just guess, how old do you think I am? How old do I look? All right, then how would you describe your personality in 3 words? Well, my personality, I am, first of all, I'm an ambivert. I am patient and tolerant, and I'm sweet. Do you have any hidden talents? Yes, I do. I can make several animal sounds with my mouth.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
I'll make the sound of a rat. Yes, a rat. Yes, not many people can do that. I can also move my ear without touching my face. Do you want to see it? Okay, let me show you. I hope you saw that. Anyways, so those are just few of my hidden talents. What's something you've always wanted to learn or try? I've always wanted to try bungee jumping or skydiving, and then I've always wanted to learn how to swim and how to drive, and I'll definitely learn both of them soon enough. What's a funny or embarrassing story from your childhood? Okay, so just remembering it actually is cracking me up. So I remember I think I was like 7 or 8 years old, and that day my mom was at her shop, and I heard that her friend who just got married was just pregnant, and I was really excited to go and see her. So we had this help in my house at the time, and I told her that I wanted to go to my mom's shop. My mom's shop was just in the next street, and I grew up, Omo gets inside, so they didn't really let me go out and let us go out like that. So even though it was just in the next street, like, let me just go and say hi and just come back home. But she said no. Oh yeah, take me. She said no, she's not taking me. So I said okay, no problem. So I was actually really, like, I'm small statured, right? And as a child I was really small, so there was this space, the window in our kitchen, I could actually pass through the space there. So I wanted to pass through because she locked all the doors, so I don't wanted to pass through that place, so she locked the window and I had no place to escape. So I said okay, you know what, I waited for her to go inside the room, and the only exit was the balcony. And the house that we're living in at the time was a 3-story building, and we're living in the middle floor. Sorry, 2-story buildings, and then it was at the middle floor. So I looked at it, and I remember I had seen my cousin jump from the balcony downstairs and nothing happened to him. So I said that okay, if anything wants to happen, last Superman will fly and come and save me. I went to the balcony. I can still remember how I set myself, trying to calculate how I was going to jump down. And downstairs, like, there was this railings where we like hang our clothes. The other side was like the reservoir, and it was like an elevated surface. So when I was about to jump, I remember I said, Superman, wherever you are, if I'm going to hurt myself, come and catch me. I was such a child. And then I jumped down. As I jumped down, I hit my waist on the iron railing that was like downstairs, and then I bruised my ankle. I still have the scar on my ankle. I bruised my ankle on the elevated surface on the reservoir, and I was in so much pain. I screamed. She didn't even hear me. I think she was sleeping, so she didn't even hear me. So I limped back upstairs and knocked at the door, and she was, who's that? I was like, it's Awele. And then she was like, how did you get downstairs? Where did you go to? She was panicking. And then I opened it. I told her, I was crying. I was like, I went to the balcony, then I jumped downstairs. She was like, you did what? Hey, your mom is going to kill me today. So I carried myself like that. I went to go and lay down on the couch. I covered myself. So when mommy comes back, she will not see the blood and stuff. I did not allow her clean my body and everything. So I was like that, and I slept off on the chair in the pain and everything. Mommy came back. Mommy raked. She was shouting. I said, no, I'm not going to do anything to you. Let your daddy come back. My daddy came back. Jesus Christ. My daddy doesn't beat though. Like, I can't remember my daddy flogged me when I was a child, but that was one of the times I was still in that pain. My daddy still flogged me. He said, come and show me how you jumped. Me to mommy, I went to go follow him. I went to go to the balcony. And I said, so I did that, and I was about to do it again. He just gave me one dirty slap, and I came back down. I was now crying. Then he and my mom now treated the wound and everything. I told me I should never in my life try that kind of thing again. It was very funny, but it was painful at the same time. When I'm thinking about it, it was a very dumb thing that I did. So yes. What's your biggest fear or phobia? I don't really have fears or phobias, right? But there is just something majorly I'm concerned about. It's that possibility of not walking in line with God's will, plan, and purpose for my life. That is a major concern for me. And that's why I know what it is like for you to be living outside of purpose and outside of God's plan, because you are created by God for a reason. And that's why this channel actually exists. So we're going to be discovering our purpose together, because no matter where you are, no matter what you're doing, there is a reason for your being. And I want you to know that. So yeah, I think that's just basically all the questions that I'll be taking and answering today. And somebody asked about my plan for the channel as I came back. And I'm going to be very honest with you guys, right? I don't really have a set down plan, but I know that it's very important that if you have an idea concerning something, just move. The more you spend time waiting to understand everything, the more time you're going to waste and eventually do nothing. So as the idea came into my mind, and this idea actually had come in since 2016, and I just kicked off in 2023, you can imagine. So I kind of took a step back again, because I was waiting for me to have a picture perfect of what I'm doing. But no, I'm not going to do that anymore. We're going to be random, we're going to be spontaneous, and eventually the pieces will fall in place. And then I would just really like to encourage you guys to just stick with me. If you believe in me, fine. If you don't, that's okay. We're all good. It's all love here. And yeah, so I've come to the end of this particular video. Thank you if you stayed till the end. Thank you so much. If you enjoyed what you heard and what you watched, I'd really love for you to hit the subscribe button, share with your friends, drop a comment, definitely leave a thumbs up, and turn on your notification bell so that when next content drops by next week, yes, I'm going to be dropping videos on a weekly basis. So help me God. Yes, so you can also tell me what you would like to see, what you like to see next, or the kind of content you actually like to see here. And yes, thank you so much. Vinyl loves you. Bye bye.